Let's talk about tape and how to not tear your paper when you peel tape off your artwork at the end. So I have low-tack artist tape. To be honest, the brand doesn't matter to me. This is a generic store brand I got at Michael's, but low-tack artist tape, that's most important. So something you'll want to do before you put your tape on the paper is press it against some fabric. So I have this sort of tablecloth underneath my artist board. I'm pressing my tape against that to pick up some fabric and lint, and that just helps to even further minimize the stickiness or tackiness of the tape. You might want to use your pants or a shirt, just any fabric will do. And I'm going to go ahead and do an art meditation here. So I have my Kwik Stix, my Arteza watercolor brush pens, and my Sharpie creative markers. Since I've sectioned this off into 3 sections, let's do all 3. So we'll start with some Kwik Stix scribbles. Now I'm moving into my watercolor brush pens. I'll end up blending this with a water brush pen, as you see here. And I like to add a couple water drops at the top there. Now I'm doing my just doodle. I like to make rows of color, and I'll do some doodles on top of my paint marker columns here. So here I am adding in my doodles, and my cat decided to, attack is a strong word. We'll just say she decided to join me for today's art meditation, and she ultimately ended up just purring against my arm for a good chunk of this art meditation. If you're curious, from start to finish, this took about 30 minutes total, and it was nice to do these doodles on the paint pens first because it let the watercolor dry. Then I went back with the Sharpie permanent marker, made some scribbles and hatch marks. Almost has like a graffiti-like look here. But I add those scribbles. Now let's peel off this tape. So you can see I'm going very slowly at an angle. And so far, so good. If any paper had started tearing, I would have stopped immediately and began pulling the tape from the other side. But we did a pretty good job with this one as far as getting enough lint on the tape that there was no sticking to the paper. So this part, just let yourself go really slow. Have patience when you peel off your tape. And I really think the biggest tip is to press your tape against fabric. So that's my number 1 tip. And then just slow down is a close second. I don't have a heat gun. I've seen people use like blow dryers or special art dryers. If you use something like that, that's great. I personally enjoy the process of taking the tape off like this. It relaxes me. I hope these tips help you take your tape off your paper. Thanks for watching.